How's it going? Obviously doing a draft analysis video, so it's a big league that I have joined, and yeah, it's PSA YouTube League. Kind of super excited for this one. This is one of the few higher tier leagues that I wanted to play in eventually, so got invited this time, so super happy about that. Yeah, so in the league, happy about that, but team, maybe not so much. It'll be fun, but I don't know how good it's going to be. I mean, I think the top three work pretty well, and then after that, it kind of goes way downhill. But anyways, yeah. So first pick, Greninja, was 10th in the draft. I was going in, same plan as every Gen 9 draft until it happens eventually, which is I get Iron Valiant. Hasn't happened yet, didn't happen here, because obviously Iron Valiant's not dropping to 10. If it does, it's insane. But yeah, so secondary was Greninja. Haven't used it before. Not in any other leagues, because it's only been league on Nat decks pretty much since when I've played. I've only done 2 Nat decks, I don't know. But yeah, definitely haven't even gotten an option to use Protein Grid, so super excited to use, even if it got nerfed. Like I think it's still gonna be fine. Like I'm pretty much gonna click an attack or U-turn most of the time. But yeah, its stats aren't as good as I thought they were. I'd never really looked at stats for like 103 special attack. It's not bad, but like if I'm not running Hydro Pump or Specs, like it's not gonna be hitting like a top tier Pokemon would be. But I think kind of the way I built the rest of the team, especially with Goldango, like I don't need to run an offensive, like as long as it gets Spike or Toxic Spike or something up, like that should be the way that I kind of use the team. Next up, Goldango. Got it coming back round 2. Didn't think I would, because a lot of people behind me took Dragons and Fairy Weak Mons to begin with their first pick, but no one wanted the cheese, so here we are. Never used it before, so really interested to see how I use it. Like I don't think running Specs every week would be the right play, but I know I can run it, decently bulky. It can live most hits, as I've seen from VDC. Yeah, it would be interesting. And then with this, the way the Terra Captains work in this league is you get 28 points. 4 Terra Captains up to 3. So obviously, like the points coming from what you drafted. Anything 20 or above, which I think 22 is the highest tier, can't Terra. Maybe it's 23. I don't know. But yeah, so I picked Goldango and Hariyama as my Terra Captain. I'll get to Hariyama later. But I just think being able to like Terra Steel or Terra into like defensively is just going to be super helpful for Goldango, because like what's taking it? Specs Terra, make it steal. Specs Terra, make it rain. But yeah, and then I kind of like, as you can see from the rest of my team, I got a lot of hazards, and Goldango is obviously the like anti-hazard removal Pokemon. Because obviously, like, you can't defog on it unless your name's Howlucha with Mold Breaker. Can't Rapid Spin because it's a ghost. Obviously, I need to be aware of that if I Terra. But and then I think like the only other Pokemon besides Howlucha that can remove hazards is Mousehold on it. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, just being able to like keep hazard stack my opponent and them not being able to get rid of them. That's gonna be super interesting, because I've never played that way before. So yeah, we'll see. Third up, got Clodsire. I don't know, I kind of wanted it, like, I was trying, because Goldango covers most of the bases for Greninja, like, defensive-wise, except for Electric, so I'm like, well, I just kind of want to get a ground type out of the way. I kind of want another Stealth Rock. I want a defensive Pokemon that I enjoy to use. That's Clodsire. Like, I've only used it in 2 games so far, but in another league, but, like, look at it, it's such a fun Pokemon to use. Also, this was the last thing that got drafted before 60-minute timer got revealed, so kind of glad that happened after, so I didn't have to use Clodsire in 20-minute timer anymore. But yeah, just having a ton of hazards from 2 of my top tier Pokemon, and then having Goldango to obviously stop the hazard removal is super good in my opinion. So this is where the wheels kind of start to fall off. So I'm like, I should get my own hazard removal, Rapid Spin, something. I was looking at Cyclozar, Shed Tail is banned, but like having a fast knockoff user that can rapid spin and have a U-turn of its own, like with Regenerator 2, that was I just wanted to use that, but I'm like, I don't think it's gonna go, like, at least not this early. Like, and then I was looking at the fairies, like, there's only 3 fairies left. Like, it was Gardevoir, Klefki, and Florges, I think. So I'm like, yeah, I think a fairy is more important than hazard removal, so went with Gardevoir. I've only used the Mega form of it, I haven't used the normal one, so it'll be something a little bit new to try. And like, yeah, I have a lot of special offense at the moment, but yeah, I don't know, just wanted to give it a try and wanted to get a fairy off the board as soon as possible. So yeah, coming back in the next round, that's everyone started taking hazard removal at this point. Like every single rapid spinner I wanted was gone. Cyclosaur, Serena, like all gone. So I'm like, okay, well, I have a feeling most hazard removal isn't going to make it to me for the next round, so I got to get something here. So I was looking at it, and there's really only Braviary and Mousehold left that I wanted. And then I decided to go with Braviary because obviously, like, I don't have much for ground types right now. Like Greninja, yeah, water type, but yeah, just having a immunity to ground is super nice. And I had never looked at Braviary before, but it actually has decent stats, and it's one of the few like bulky pivots in this game now. It's not that bulky, but like 100 HP, 75 in defense is, like, if you invest, it's pretty bulky. So I'm actually pretty excited to use that thing. So yeah, then next up, I'm like, well, my team doesn't deal with bulky waters at all right now. So I went electric type, so I went Electros. Between that and Kilowattrel, I went the Electros just because it was 1 point cheaper, I think. And I just didn't want another rock. Didn't want another rock weakness when, my only removal gets rid of my own hazards too. So yeah, electric type, not weak to ground. That's a total thing. Gives me a little bit more defense, I guess. But it's gonna be like AB every week, so yeah. Yeah, just Electros. You know what it does. Then next round, I'm like, okay, well, I know I'm Terra and Goldango. So I kind of wanted, like, the best. I didn't really, anything below 10 points, like, that was left, I didn't really want as a Terra captain. So I'm like, yeah, I'll just pick Hariyama. Like, that's the best 10-pointer left. And, like, I need a fighting type. And I just, Hariyama's kind of fun to use. So, yeah, I just went with Hariyama. Terra Steel Bullet Punch could be super good. If you run, like, Belly Drum with the Terra type, you can get a Terra off for free, or like Terra, get a Belly Drum off for free, and then you have a +6 Hariyama on the field that didn't take damage because it Terra'd into a type that they weren't expecting. So I think that'd be kind of funny to use. But yeah, then at this point I'm like, okay, well, I have a super slow team. I can supplement that with Sticky Webs, or I get another fast one. But like, I'm looking at the fast ones, and it's like Weavile, Lycanroc left. Like, yeah, I don't really see those going, and I don't really want them. But, if Weavile's still there, like, I'll take it, as we'll get to that in a minute. But, yeah, so I'm like, Sticky Webs would be super nice, especially with Goldango and them not being able to remove it, or remove Sticky Webs on it. So I went with Spidops. Spidops really grown on me in another league, so I'm like, I'll take it here, why not? Didn't really want Masquerain, because Masquerain's stupid. And then, what, Cricketune? Like, I think Spidops is actually, like, usable, at least, because of, first impression, and then it gets a ton of hazards. Memento, Throat Chop, like I've noticed Throat Chop's really good for it if I'm fighting like Skeleturge or something. So yeah, I just really like Spidops this gen. I don't know why. I think it's funny. Then at this point I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get Weavile, but I don't think it's gonna go this round because looking at the people like with points below me, and like none of them could even really afford Weavile, or it wouldn't fit good on their team either. So at this point I'm just like, okay, really going for a rapid spinner here. So what was Toadschool? I think it's really funny because like, what else was like Carkol was the only other one left. And I'm like, Toadschool is kind of funny. Like, I could actually bring this thing. Like, its stats aren't terrible. It gets Spore, it gets hazards. Like, it's actually usable for, especially for being 1 point. And yeah, so Toad's cool. I probably won't ever bring it, but I think it would be really hilarious if I do bring it. Because, like, whoever is gonna expect a Toad's cool. And if it actually does something, you know, props. Yeah, and then, you know, big Weavile time. I had 18 points left, and there's only one other person that could afford it. And they had Roaring Moon, but I'm like, if I lose Weavile, then I have 18 points and I have no idea what I'm going to put it into. So I'd much rather have Weavile and a random 5-pointer than just having to refigure out what to do with 18 points. So go Weavile. It's obviously terrible this gen. Like, lost Knockoff, lost Triple Axle, it lost Psycho Cut. I was looking at it this morning. Like, it just lost all these moves. It got Baton Pass, which is kind of funny, but yeah, it's just not great this gen. But like, it's better than Lycanroc in my opinion, and I like using Weavile, so yeah, I just took it. I don't know if I'll ever bring it, but it's also kind of funny how my only 2 Pokemon above 100 speed are essentially Dark and Ice types, because with Protein, Greninja is basically an Ice type. So I just think that's kind of funny. But one's physical, one's special. But I kind of just figure, like, I'll let Weavile handle the Ice type moves. I'll let Greninja handle the Dark type moves. And yeah, we'll see how that works. And then last but not least, we got Big Lycanroc Midnight. I was missing Dragon, Fire, and Rock going into my last one. I was looking at Reboot, but I draft Reboot a lot, and I've only drafted Lycanroc once, and it was drafted. It was weird league, but I did enjoy it in the one battle I used it, and I think it could be really cool, especially with Sticky Web support, like with switching into a Choice Band and Stone Edge. Like, but yeah, like, it just gives me another hazard option. I think like it's kind of a steal for 5 points. Like, yeah, it's slow, but it hits super hard and it can't miss. So like, yeah, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, that's a team. Should be super fun to use, I hope. I mean, it'll be fun to me. I don't know if it'll be fun for my opponents, but yeah. So yeah, I think we're playing Ginginny's week 1. He's an old foe from these PAC leagues, actually. So I think he, well, from the side leagues. But yeah, so we'll see. It should be fun to play him, and see you guys next week.